Hello everybody and welcome to the wide world of games. I'm your host Katie McKinley, aka Gonna Shock Them, and tonight we're gonna bring you the latest and greatest in esports and gaming. I hope you all have had a great E3 week and you've been able to pre-order all of your faves. I know that I've started already. We've still got some special goods for you guys because guess who's here with us live from E3 in LA? That's right, it's John Donadio, aka Some Beauty to Love. Happy almost weekend, John.
Yes, we are ready to go, but we have been seeing so much cool stuff, and we got a lot for you, a little bit more, so stick around
definitely.
On Wide World of Games.
We're going to check back with John in just a little bit, so make sure to grab a snack and get comfy, because we've got a great show for you guys tonight. First up, we got some gaming news for you guys. Our top story comes from Sony's response to the cross-compatibility issue that blew up the internet. Sony has stayed silent for 2 days while fans relentlessly begged for the company to make cross-compatibility possible with the Switch for Fortnite. They have now released a statement that might anger fans even more. According to Polygon, Sony refused to acknowledge the issue. They said, quote, "We offer Fortnite crossplay with PC, Mac, iOS, and Android devices, expanding the opportunity for Fortnite fans on PS4 to play with even more gamers on other platforms, and that we have nothing further to add beyond this at this point." Wow. Avoiding to acknowledge a problem that affects one of the largest communities to date, i.e. Fortnite, may not necessarily be the smartest move. Tell me what you think right there in the chat. For you Nintendo fans out there, the eShop is having a Super Smash Bros. Themed E3 sale. That's right, over 50 games are currently on sale. In celebration for the return of Super Smash Bros., a lot of the games offered are ones that feature characters on the Smash roster. Look out for those titles like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Fire Emblem Echoes Shadow of Valentina, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and so many more. In total, 54 games are on sale. The sale will run until June 21st at 8:59 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so don't miss your chance, Terrifics. Go grab your favorite Nintendo titles now. Go! Seriously. I have right here for you our top highlight of the night. It's a quickie, but it's a great one. This comes to us from user Oroboro. That's a tongue twister. How he did it, I have no idea. Let's take a look. So this is a super quick one here, looking for a shot, or rather a throw in the dark, and no way he lands it. I don't know how that happened. He's going to check on the person, and in the clip he actually apologizes. He throws it in the dark, literally in the dark, from so far away. And if any of you have played Dead by Daylight, I mean, it's hard being a person, but it's even harder being, you know, the bad guy, the monster, because you have to go and chase multiple people and try and stop them from, you know, fixing generators and getting to the end point. And it's just so overwhelming. And the fact he couldn't even believe it himself, it was hysterical. I was dying as I was laughing, as I was watching that earlier today. And what do you guys think of tonight's story so far? We had such a great top highlight, and you should tell me about that as well. Let us know in the chat and in the comments, and I'll be checking throughout the show to see what you've all got to say. We still have a lot more to come on tonight on the wide world of games, but before we head to break, I've got your trivia question of the day. Which game was the first ever to feature a female protagonist? Is it A, Tomb Raider, B, The Longest Journey, C, Fatal Frame, or D, Metroid? Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back with the answer, so stay tuned. welcome back to the wide world of games. I'm your host, Katie McKinley, aka Gonna Shock Them, and we're here to give you the latest in esports and gaming. Before we went to break, I gave you guys the trivia question of the day. Let's see what you had to say. We've got Propaganda_NA saying, all those are wrong. It's chess. The queen is the most powerful piece. That is the most perfect answer I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even joking. That's my favorite answer that we've ever gotten. We've got the O-Nerd saying C. Our pod saying D. We've got some chat about E3 LA stuff. At a club? Who was at a club? I'm interested. And who didn't take me? Excuse me. Thank you for your answers, guys. You are absolutely awesome. Keep on chatting it up because I'm going to come right back to you guys later on in the show. I know. I'm sorry. Get to the answer, okay? Hold on. I know. So for those of you that were around in 1986, Nintendo released Metroid, which starred Samus as the protagonist. It wasn't until hours into the game that it was revealed to the players that their hero was in fact a woman. Back then, this was a plot twist of epic proportions. They have definitely set the standard for wonderful, powerful female protagonists in video games. It's time for the rest of today's highlights, though. Are you ready? I know I am. This highlight comes to us from Body Count Fighting 6, or BCFS. The game is Street Fighter V. The players, Team Craft's Guilty, representing Tokyo, and her opponent, Covenant's low-tier god. Let's take a look. Guilty makes the first move on low tier, which he blocks. He's trying to find an opening here, but Guilty is relentless. She's not giving him a chance. All he can do is block. Guilty lands a hit, sending him back to the ground. Low goes for a hit, but misses. Guilty's health is near perfect. This is incredible, but Low is pinned against the bus. He's got to get out of there. Oh, and he lands the kick that's right there, and that's his opening. He gets Guilty on the ground. He's on fire now, but look at that 5-hit combo coming up right here. Guilty's taking all the damage now. They're almost at equal health. There's the activation coming up. Boom! Guilty's in trouble. Oh no! It's so close. Low's just trying to block now to retain the health, and Guilty is back on her game, staying far here, but not risking a thing. She's recalling the orb. Low has had enough and comes in for the win. Both of them trying to stay blocked, but Guilty, watch this. Watch. Guilty makes it out of the corner. She's putting on the heat again and has the advantage. She's just tying with Low now. 29 seconds left, and watch, one hit. And it's going to be all over. This is such great gameplay. And she's literally toying with him. That one hit goes to the KO. And this girl, I'm telling you, I was watching highlights from before they started. She's pretty cocky, but you know what? She has a right to be because she is amazing. And apparently they had played against each other before, and he had beaten her, but was talking a lot of smack. I guess karma comes around. You get what you get. But that was a great clip, probably one of my favorites from tonight. Next, we're taking a look at Xanadu Games at Laurel Park for Super Smash Melee. We've got Jerry sporting Jigglypuff and Peanut Phobia rockin' Yoshi. Each have one win under their belts. Let's head to the Fountain of Dreams and see what's up. Alright, so there's 2 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock as Jerry and Peanut go head to head. Jerry is hanging on the cliff here as Peanut tries to push him off. But Jerry gets back on the platform with ease. Peanut then kicks Jerry off the edge, and Jiggly is a pink cloud in the sky. Will he make it back? That egg though, ooh, those eggs are so dangerous. This is giving me agita, like, can't even speak, agita. It seems Jerry is using the ledge for protection now from these eggs. We're getting to 2 minutes, and it's the final showdown. Peanut slips down, allowing Jerry the advantage, but that dash dance wasn't impressive enough. Jerry is playing the opposite ledge, maybe luring Peanut into the process, but wow, that was close. They're off the platform, right up in this area, and Jerry is almost at kill percentage on his second life, and Peanut is at 39% at last. Peanut sends Jerry flying, taking that second life. He's waiting impatiently, he just wants this to be over. Jerry is back, Peanut throwing another egg here. Jerry is dancing over and around Peanut's attacks, dodging every ounce of effort. We've got a little bit of sloppy play, but that's what makes this so interesting. Peanut relentlessly trying to get at Jerry's percentage, and Jerry's taking the high ground. He's had enough. Peanut is on top, getting a hit on Jerry, sending him over the edge. And an egg lands. Jerry's going higher for that chance of safety. They're back in the middle here. Peanut is going for that tail whip, and Jerry at 49% now, and those quick fingers are paying off. Peanut certainly taking the offensive, but Jerry is sneaking in. 73% now. Peanut is flying. They're neck and neck. 45 seconds now. Peanut at 91% forward smash, but Peanut gets caught out of it and is set flying down below. I swear, this made me so anxious. Watching this, Peanut is trying his hardest, really trying, and we've got Jerry just taking the offensive up on top and trying to block as much as he can, but still trying to get in some hit percentages. Look at Peanut go down. Jerry is insane. He is reckless. I saw some videos of his from before. This was a match from this morning in Maryland, and Jerry has other videos online of him playing Smash, and he just dominates the game. Anywhere he goes, any opponent that he has, he dominates in Smash Melee. Good for you, Jerry. Jigglypuff's pretty cute, so, I mean, you do a good job sporting the best character, in my opinion. Our next highlight comes from the Smite Minor League during the 3rd week of the summer split. It's Optimus Gang versus Fear No Evil. So one Phoenix is down here, we've got an Odin's Cage popping up, and Optimus Gang is stuck. TB50 is giving some damage, but there's no follow-up. Phoenix spawns, only to quickly be shot down, and oh no, FNE's Flores had no one to help him out there, now getting hit by that uppercut. Kes Painify finishing him off, and hello Titan. FNE better defend here, but wait, OG heads back as a team, going for that right Phoenix respawn, trying to reset and heal up a big OG, but could have taken that Titan then. I'm pretty sure they could have. Both teams are healed now, but Lucas missed that chain lightning and did not use that shield to guarantee that hit, but it's not detrimental. OG on the move again, grabbing FNE by the right and center, in for that Titan. What a strategic formation. All eyes on this Titan right now, and FNE tried to zone everyone away, but it was just no dice. Optimus Gang is gonna take the win. This Titan has no chance. Good job, Optimus Gang. FNE, they tried. They had a great defense going on for the most part, but Optimus Gang came right in and took it for the win. That last formation really settled it for them because they came in all directions. It's important to have some strategy and not just play blindly. Good job to Optimus Gang. This next highlight comes to us from Korean Twitch user Orhe. She's in a bit of a pickle here playing PUBG. Even in this short clip, you can feel the anxiety. Alright, so Orhe is right in the midst of trouble, being attacked by 2 people. She shoots but misses, reloads and misses again. But what is this madness? Jumping back, Orhe to get her bearings. She's got a hit, they go down. We got the second person coming in. And then what a time to reload. You got a hit, got the 3rd hit, bam. She's got 2 kills, but she got out of that situation super quick. But you felt the tightness in your chest, didn't you? Because I know I did. I can't even imagine being swarmed by 2 people. To be fair though, she did have a gun and the other 2 people didn't. So she had the upper advantage, but her aiming, she just had a little trouble with, but she still did a good job. I would have been screaming through the entire thing too. Trust me, I feel that so hard. What was your favorite highlight though so far, and which games do you want us to cover next show? Let us know. Now, I think it's time that I go see what you guys are up to in chat. Let's see. Oh Nerd says, I love you bro, love not war. Who's fighting in the chat? Got World Star Latina saying clock clock and damn girl power. Oh, that's awesome. 91% she watching a different game? Ooh, no, I was watching that same game, dude. Let's see. We got a lot of engagement in this chat right now, guys. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you for being awesome. Have you guys like ever gotten mad? I just thought of a time that I just got so angry while playing a game. I'm not gonna tell you about my secret stories. I promise. That's for another time. We don't talk about that here. But if you've ever gotten so mad or frustrated that you've actually turned it all on yourself? Guys, it's Rage Corner. This clip just makes me want to grab this guy an ice pack. Be sure to stay tuned because when we come back, we're going to talk about this clip and we're going to talk with John Donadio live from E3. Guys, we'll be right back.
한 번 남았다! 진짜로 씨발! 진짜로 씨발! 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 진짜로 다 잡았는데!
Welcome back to the wide world of games, your nightly show on the latest in esports and gaming. I'm Katie McKinley, aka Gonna Shock Them. And guys, did you see that Rage Corner clip? I hope that guy didn't get too bad of a bruise because that looked painful. I've seen people throw their controllers, punch their desks, even computers, but not themselves. That's some, I mean, you must have to value all of the items around you over yourself in order to punch your leg. I'm so confused. All right, it's time to talk about that final day of E3. Coming to us live from LA is none other than my co-host, John Donadio, aka Some Bearded to Love. John, what was your adventure today at E3?
Oh my God, there was so much going on still, and it was the last day, but I am glad it is over. I am tired, but you know what? It was still a lot of fun. There was so, all right.
Yes.
So let's start with how my day started, okay? We got here, and I was moseying around the floor. There weren't a lot of people there yet, and I was just walking past the Nintendo booth, didn't think anything of it, and someone pulls me aside and goes, "Hey, you want to play Smash Brothers?" Of course. What do you think I said? Yes, absolutely. Yes, I want to play Smash Brothers. They took me inside. Yeah, I don't even know how I did it. They were just like, come play. I was like, all right. So I walk inside. I'm on the line. I'm there about 20 minutes, and all of a sudden people start shoutcasting, and I see a lot of people playing, and they're super getting into it. And I was like, oh God, I think I wandered into a competition. Somehow I ended up on the Nintendo competition on Smash Brothers. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
How does that happen? And then you just blindly walk into the line?
I have no idea.
Did it have any I don't know, those poster boards or those people holding signs, at PAX East?
Yeah, but I didn't see anything. I just saw they said to go walk down there, whatever. I was like, all right. So I started walking down there, and they pulled me right in. All right, so I'm standing in line. They count off the teams here, and I was like, oh God, I'm gonna be in this. All right, great. So I move up. I move up to the line. I get to the TV, and we start playing. So I picked Pokemon Trainer because he was one of my favorites from Brawl, and we started playing, and they didn't have a lot of the new stuff. They didn't have all the characters to pick from. I was gonna actually pick Wolf because he was one of my favorites from back then. And so we get in there. I start actually doing really well. The game plays smooth. It's a little heavier than the originals that you guys might be used to. The characters feel a little bit heavier, so you can actually have more fun. The matches last longer, depending on how many people are playing. So that's great, and it's great news for Smash fans. So I came on second place in the first round, so we got to move along a little bit. And I picked Pokemon Trainer again since I was doing pretty well with them. And I came in second again, so I didn't get to move on that time. So I kind of came in second place.
Competition, that's really good. Exactly. You had no preparation.
That I didn't know I was going into.
Listen to your music, do your dance, whatever you had to do. There was no preparation. You literally just went in there blindly and was like, okay.
Yeah, it was. You know what though? It was a lot of fun. I was so happy I got to play. And you guys, you got to be ready by December 7th. Go get your Switch if you haven't gotten it yet. And if you're ready already, just wait. Just pre-order whatever comes out because this game is fantastic. They did a great job with it.
I'm
It feels
so excited.
smooth.
We're
It
gonna
runs
play
nice.
in
I
studio,
love it.
and I'm gonna be screaming the entire time
Yeah.
because you're probably gonna beat me because you got second in a competition.
Yeah, well, you know, I've had a lot of training up until now because I've played everything from N64 till now. So the fact that I got to play it early was a lot of fun, and I
Definitely.
can't wait for everyone
Now,
else out there to be able
John,
to play it.
As I was looking on the internet this past week, I didn't see much on indie games, but you tell me that indie games were a big hit this year at E3.
Ah, yes. Yeah, actually, there was a lot of off-center stuff that you might not have seen in the conferences. Actually, behind us right now, we're filming outside where Devolver Digital had their whole setup, and they were showing all their games, but it was all outside. It was really cool. They had like almost like a picnic area, but they didn't show anything during their conference, and there was a lot going on inside that we didn't really get to see. There was a little corner called Indiecade, and they had all kinds of stuff. So I kind of want to run through those for you guys today because indies are a big deal to me because
Yes,
I feel like the
please,
devs
tell
are a
us
little bit more
everything that we
passionate
need to
about their
know.
games.
Indie games are definitely underrated.
You're right. So there was a bunch of mobile games, and there was a couple of VR games, and there was a bunch of platformers. So let's start with one of the mobile games real quick. It was called Wizard Lord. Okay,
Mage.
I was going to say Mage Lord, but it's Wizard Lord, and it's yeah. Wizard Lord is a fantastic little mobile game, and it's a battle card deck building game. So it's sort of like you pick your card or your warrior to send out to wherever it's going. But not only do you get to do that, but you get to cast spells on top of that. So there might be a monster spell that you can add to it where it grows in size. There's wind spells, fire spells, earth spells. And you can add all of that to the little guys you send out, all of your little minions. You can send out skeletons or an ogre or a dragon or all kinds of stuff, and you can add on top of it. And the whole thing is to in a MOBA fashion, to try and to destroy both towers and then attack the Wizard Lord on the opposite side.
Is this game available now, or is there going to be a release date for it?
Not just yet, and they didn't have an official release date, but they are working their butts off, and they are so excited about it. So I got to play a whole bunch of rounds. I played against a dev who kicked my butt, and then I came back later, and I played again against some random person, and I kicked his butt. So,
You're
so I felt good about
day.
myself. I wanted another thing.
You're literally winning.
I'm winning, right? That's what we want to do. I'm literally winning.
Did you get a chance to?
Yeah, so that was
about
fun.
VR? I didn't see much about that this year.
Yeah, actually, there were a couple of VR things. There was again, the indie crowd was really dealing with it a lot, even though we didn't really see too much from the big AAA titles. But we experienced a couple of them. One of them, which I forget the name of off the top of my head, so I have a list. Oh, was Sound Self. Sound Self was an experience. It wasn't really a game per se. You sit down on a bed and it vibrates with your voice. And your voice paints a sound, and it's just an incredible experience. It was a lot of fun, and I felt calm afterwards. I was in this artful design of my own brain because I was using my own voice.
You felt calm afterwards, which means this might be beneficial to those with anxiety and mood disorders.
Yeah, definitely. And I think our Rage Corner could learn a lesson from this game. Yeah, we all could. Let's be honest. Yeah, we all could.
I've never heard of a game that incorporates those things before. Like,
yeah, there was another one that was actually kind of fun. Yeah. So you guys are familiar with escape rooms, right? So there was one that was kind of cool, and it was an escape room VR. Yeah, and that's exactly what its name is. It's called Escape Room VR. It's actually free on Steam right now that you can actually pick up that they showed, and they've been adding things to it, and they have all kinds of stuff in mind. So they have a escape room desert island where they've created a desert island, That's coming out soon, but you can do Escape Room VR now. But the Desert Island one is kind of cool. They were telling me about it. They have this whole desert island that you have to try to escape from. You have to survive. There's like a little survival element to it also. They've been doing a great job over here. The Escape Room VR was cool. You're stuck in a very small room. There's a bunch of notes in front of you. There are key cards. There's a computer that's low on service. There's all kinds of really cool stuff. You can see me right there trying to, looking like a fool because I think it's funny.
Love it. You're so
anyway,
concentrated into it.
Yeah, I had like one hand in my pocket because I only had the one controller. So you're like, where does this stuff go? You start reading it in your head. Yeah, exactly. You feel like, what do I do with this one hand? Okay, that's all right. I'll just put this in my pocket.
Played on console or PC, and.
They are both played on PC right now. They didn't tell me if they were going to move to the PlayStation VR, since it's really the only VR headset available for console.
Do we know how much VR
so right now they're all on PC.
Do we have an idea?
Well, it depends on what you do. There's the Vive, there's the Oculus. They're still pretty high in price, around the $300 to $500 range. But PlayStation VR is actually a lot lower. I think it's only $150 to $200. So if you, yeah, absolutely. Because they have their whole team design behind it. So
is it only single player, or can you play with friends?
Right now, it's only single player. What they want to do with it, with some of the ideas that they had come up with, I don't even know. They didn't say I wasn't allowed to talk about it, so I'm going to tell you guys. They said that they want to do where players and fans of the game can actually create their own escape room and put it on their servers, and then you can have millions of escape rooms. So, yeah, so it sounds like a really good, fun idea. So they've been doing some hard work over there. The indie crowd is doing work. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Albert was with me. You guys know Albert.
Did you escape?
He escaped. No problem. He did it in like 5 minutes. Well, I didn't have enough time to escape. However, I did pretty well, and I got through a whole bunch of stuff. I found out I kept dropping stuff because I wasn't holding the button like a big dummy. And I just kept dropping the paper, and I had to keep going down and picking stuff up and keep going down and picking it up, but I got it eventually, and I ran out of time. We had all kinds of stuff to see, so I didn't escape.
That's fantastic.
Is the answer.
And I know that VR is becoming much more popular lately as the year goes on and more games are coming out, and it's really exciting to see the future of gaming.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. There's a lot of experience VRs here that were really cool. So, but those were two that really stuck out in my mind.
Ninjala?
Ninjala, yes. This is a multiplayer battle online game. You play in teams. And like I said, all this week, team multiplayer was big this year. They want to bring people back together, which I think is great. And Ninjala was no exception to that. So you start off as a couple of different characters. You can kind of pick whoever you want, and they have all races and creeds and everything. It was great. And after you pick your player, you go into this battle with other ninjas, but except instead of ninja type stuff, you kind of use candy, and you use inflatable swords and stuff. It's very Splatoon-esque, cartoony, but it's actually a lot of fun. And there's a lot of good communication with it. It was fun. It was smooth. It was polished, but it was it's just a fun game.
Silly
That's all.
Version of ninjas, essentially.
Yes, absolutely. It feels like there's little kid ninjas they use but they have ninja powers. So they have a bubblegum tornado, and they have yeah, it was really cool. They'd puff into one of their dodge things was a puff into cotton candy, and then they'd show up behind you. It was really cool.
A lot of the indie games are just so much more creative from what I've seen. I don't know if it's because they have more room to do things or less restrictions, but you see the coolest things out of the indie games.
Yeah, they use a lot of it. You know, it comes back down to like heart. You know, like they're gamers and they're making games for people that enjoy stories mostly, you know, stuff like that. But every once in a while, you get a fun, silly game like Ninjago.
Ninjago, that's Lego.
Right, yeah, that's why I was like, wait, no, that's the wrong thing.
We also heard about Galaxy for the Switch.
Right, so this was a little indie game that, and Nintendo's great with indie stuff. They used to be like what Microsoft did, like with Xbox Arcade. They've really been buying up indie stuff to show off, and one of this was Galaxy, and it was, you play as either a mech or a little spaceship, and there's all kinds of different missions to go through, and you can upgrade your mech or spaceship, and you can do even fancier moves, and you have all this like great armor, and your guns change, and like the mech has like this like cool little sword that it, you know, cuts through robots, and it just gets harder and harder and harder, and it was a lot of fun. It was cute. It had like a very pixelated feel to it. It threw back to some of those old like Galaga games. It was a lot of fun.
It was one of the retros. Oh, and the theme for retros this year has been so cool with Mega Man 30th, and
yeah,
we also saw stuff for Call of the Guardians.
Yeah, Call of the Guardians was another what's it called? Oh God,
like Hearthstone,
like another card-based system kind of game. No, more like what we were talking about with Wizard Lord. You have like a sort of like MOBA-esque type of battle system, and it was cool. It was another dev beat my butt again, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, they know it inside out.
They made the game. They know it better than I do.
It's not fair.
It wasn't fair. No. You're right. I accept humbly that I lost, because the guy was a lot of fun, but he. It's a cool little game. It's again with two guardians at the end, and you have to go through gates. And this one felt more like Smite, where you have like power gates that you have, like where you stand on one area and you can get like more power or more aggression to certain characters, and you know they give you certain powers. It was fun. It was, you know, kind of cool to see, and it completely played all on mobile. So look forward to that. Yeah,
we saw Fractured Lands too. I did see that online.
Okay, now Fractured Lands was actually one of my favorite of all the indie stuff that I saw today. It is Mad Max meets Twisted Metal meets PUBG. So it's a battle royale, and in things like battle royales, you have to really take care of your own person. You have to find weapons and upgrade your armor and stuff like that. Very much like PUBG, except that they added, instead of the cars just being to get from one place to another, they added a battle element to them. So you could actually ram into other cars and flip them over. You can upgrade your cars to give them doors and like spikes on the front, and you know, different kinds of wheels. One was a jump wheel that let your car jump into the air a little bit. Another one was like armored vehicle, thing treads, so that they could just go wherever they wanted. It was an amazing game, and I cannot wait for this.
Whether you know think about it or not, we all want to be in some sort of Mad Max scenario. Hopefully not in real life.
There's something about the end of the world that makes us have a lot more fun.
Life, but at least in video games, I definitely would love to, you know, get all dressed up just like the Mad Max theme, get on my armor and my spikes and my paint, and then go drive some like crappy cars out in the desert.
Yes.
Like, yes. Where's my
Witness
spray
me!
that spray? Yeah.
Where's my silver spray?
I'm definitely gonna look out for that, and you know, try and find that.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of fun to play, and I actually came in 6th on that one in a realm of 50 people playing. Yeah, I was really killing it, I have to say, and I don't do that well all the time, but I had a lot of fun today.
To me that you're awful at games.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I can hold my own.
I mean,
people
I'm sure
have seen. I can hold my own.
People saw at E3, and that's definitely the place where you want people to see.
Right? Like, just coming in second with the Smash Brothers thing was pretty cool, I gotta say. There was a lot of other really cool stuff that we saw. One was, God, what was it called? Bendy and the Ink Machine.
So before we talk about this,
Bendy and the Ink
I've
Machine.
seen this, like the concept art and all the artwork all over my dashboard for months, and I haven't like been able to figure out what it was from. And can you tell me what company this is from? See, that's what I thought. And
this is actually from Rooster Teeth.
When I realized, I was like, oh my gosh, they're making a new game.
Yeah. Yeah, so many of you must remember Red versus Blue, and that was Rooster Teeth like almost 15 years ago, right? And now they're making games, and they've been doing a great job. They have all kinds of stuff going platinum, basically, and this is no different. This game is sort of a horror game that's set in the 1930s cartoony world, like Cuphead is, and it's kind of jump scare, kind of build up. So there's a lot of build up to things that might not be there. You hear sounds and all kinds of stuff, and then you might turn around and there's someone right there. You know, like it's so they do the jump scare, but they do have a lot of build up, and it's sort of like if Disney World
on crack.
It's Disney World gone wrong, basically. So, yeah, completely gone wrong, and something's going on, and you kind of have to figure out what's going on. But they have like a lot of that Five Nights at Freddy's kind of jump scare, but it's just so much more than that. Every character there is so cool, and there was a really great cosplayer that was there, like, you know, kind of hanging around. She was in some kind of new cosplay magazine, so that might be something you want to look into.
Definitely find out.
I don't. I'll find out for you and for the rest of everyone. We exchange cards, so I'll find out.
As much as, you know, we are diverse, it's actually a smaller community than you think. You know, I see the same people at different cons whenever I go for my cosplay. So it's and everybody's so sweet to one another. It's such a great community to be a part of. So it would be cool to figure out who she was. So at least then I can put, you know, if I think it is. All right, I'm thinking in my brain. I have a few people in there right now, but I think it's so funny that you were talking about Rooster Teeth too. I'm wearing a Meg Turney shirt today. Yeah, I'm wearing a Meg Turney shirt.
Are you? I didn't even see.
Oh, this is so great that we're talking about Rooster Teeth. I love Rooster Teeth.
Yay. Yeah, they're great. It's funny because like you've seen so much build-up from them, from just Red versus Blue, and then Ruby comes out, and Ruby's a huge hit, and they get games and crossover games, and now they're doing their own stuff with all kinds of other games that they're coming out with, and I'm so excited for them. They're just a little studio in Austin, and they've grown to so much more.
Now,
absolutely.
I have one last one that I want to ask you about. So, Black Future 88.
Sure, yeah,
Can you
what's
tell
up?
us about that?
Okay, now this was really cool also. Black Future 88 was you pick from 3 different characters that kind of all works in the same realm also. It's weird. It's not that you just get to pick from one of the 3. They all work together, sort of. But you've picked from 3 different women characters, and it's a very pixelated game. But it's a side-scrolling like action adventure. This stuff throws so much at you. It's a very hard game, and it's a lot of stress.
Yes.
And women can take on a lot of stress. We all know that. So they are Battleborn, just like Samus in Metroid. They are bounty hunters ready to kick so much ass.
I love all of the female protagonist games and the push for female representation in video games this year, especially with everything going on with Battlefield. It's so nice to be able to see this in our time. You know, as much as you would think it was already there, it's really not. And these developers are absolutely fantastic and great for representation for the women. Yeah.
I agree.
I'm just so happy about it.
I agree. Yeah. No, no, trust me, I know it's like a lot of fun to walk around in, and the fact that like a lot of games, even major games, we were talking about Assassin's Creed. You can pick from the male warrior or the female warrior, and it's amazing. Battlefield 5 was like, yo, you don't like it?
Yeah,
take a hike.
Women are warriors,
You know?
guys. I mean, right now I have chainmail earrings. This is legit from chainmail. I'm not even joking. So like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
that's
my
awesome.
friend made it for me from Germany, so
That's
it's
actually
even more
really cool.
hardcore. But you know, it's definitely
yes.
a right step in the best direction for gaming. I am so happy about it.
I agree.
Now, John, do you have
I agree
anything
with
else
you.
that you'd like to
100%.
tell, the Terrifics and the viewers out there before we head out?
So just before you guys sign off here, we got a little thing. We talked to some people at Lucid Sound. They make some great, amazing headsets. We're definitely going to be talking about a couple other things. And before I go, we played World War Z, which was incredible.
I need to see some of these.
Yeah. Okay, so with World War Z, it's like the best game of Left 4 Dead you ever played. It runs smooth, the graphics are great, and they have this thing called it's like God, what do they call it? It's a swarm machine, basically, that they have all kinds of code for, that they built zombies to make like what it was in the movie. There's just these swarms of zombies, and they crawl all over each other, and they climb up stuff. It's frightening, but at the same time, it's a great multiplayer game, and it's something, again, like they want people to play together again, and we had a lot of fun. I played with Rory, I played with Albert.
You dominate. I mean, yeah, you guys, you can brag. You have bragging rights today.
We
it's
dominated.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. It takes place in 3 different locations: Moscow, Jerusalem, and New York. We played one of the New York rounds, and there are 3 rounds to every chapter, so there's 9 chapters total, and they're about 20 minutes each. So there's like a lot to this game. I don't know. I'm not good at math, but I'm sure it's a lot. Anyway, no, it is a lot. It's frightening. I mean, we had to hold up Albert a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Those things moved so fast, and their bodies just did weird things, and I hated it.
Yeah. Yeah, they really kept it to the movie, but at the same time they pulled from the book as far as like just having so many different stories. None of the stories from the book, but they kind of like their own, and I'm pretty sure that they bought the licenses so that they could work how they wanted to, and it was really a great game, and I really can't wait. There's a lot of zombie action coming to you guys real soon, so don't miss any of it if you're an undead fan.
On top of one another is freaking me out.
It's so ridiculous.
No, thank you.
As you guys can see, yeah.
But John,
if that's real life, if that's how like the zombie apocalypse happens, I'm doomed.
Away. I'm not dealing with that. I'm good with the slow walking dead zombies. I can't do World War Z zombies.
Yeah, I can deal with that a little bit, but if they're running zombies, they like crawl like that, I'm done. I'm out.
Oh, John, you were the absolute best. You did such a great job this week, and you're welcome.
Oh, thank you. I miss all of you guys in studio. I miss the Terrifics, talking to them all the time. I feel like I don't even get to see the chat, but I miss all of you, and I cannot wait to be back on Monday.
Come Monday. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be the best show. We just keep getting better and better. Yeah, thank you for bringing us the inside scoop from E3, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Of course. Absolutely. Guys, have a great night, and be safe wherever you are.
How are the Terrifics doing? I'm going to check in the chat, because you guys have been talking, and you're responding to our trailers, responding to our conversation. You guys are doing so good. We've got the owner saying, I love slow zombies. I think we all do, because it gives us that just small chance to possibly survive and have a chance of not becoming lunch or dinner. We've also got, let's see, we got a lot of hearts in the chat. We've got World Star Latina saying love it. We've got a lot of cool games, so I would say love it to all of it. I mean, I don't know what yours was in reference to, but I love everything that we've talked about so far. Oh, Nerd 500 about the VR headset. Yeah, that's why I don't have one. I mean, eventually it'll happen, I promise. Now, with all of the amazing E3 news and game announcements, I've been scouring every stream, every news site, all for the updates, but I'm not getting much sleep. When I am sleeping though, I'm thinking of what to bring you guys for the next show. You guys never leave my mind, you're always in my head. The reality is that sleep fuels everything, and it's my body's way of refueling. That's why I recently picked up some bed gear sheets and pillows. I'm not joking. These sheets and pillows keep you cool at night, which is a problem that I have, and offer a better night's sleep. You have to check them out. And they make beds too now, which I'm totally about to snag because that's what I really want. But the pillows are so comfortable, so I can teal for now. I can wait, I can hold out. And I'm always on the cool side of the pillow. Go to bedgear.com for more. Bedgear. Sleep fuels everything. It's totally worth it, guys. Go check it out and show them some love. When we come back from break, we'll be showcasing what you have been up to on Twitch. So don't go anywhere because next is Today on Twitch. Stay tuned. Hey, and welcome back to the wide world of games. Did you grab some more snacks? Are you comfy? Good, because right here and right now is my favorite segment of the day. That's right, it's Today on Twitch. Boom! Our first user tonight is Wanta Fanta. We found him on the IRL section of Twitch, and I have to say that I was so intrigued that I couldn't stop watching. Check this out. Now, he is in the middle of, I guess you could say, carving the Twitch logo into the back of this guy's do. He's doing it outside, which I've never seen either, but it's probably a good idea because it's easy cleanup. I don't know, how barbers and how hairdressers do the art in your hair. Like, I know they use a specific buzzer. I know they might use clippers, but it's literally anyone that doesn't call that art, you gotta go watch this guy because he does some pretty cool things. This next streamer is even cooler, I have to say this. User Jimmy the Brush educates his viewers on the ways he paints models. I'm not talking about bodies. Well, real bodies. His work is pristine and a lot of fun to watch. I've always wondered how people paint these models. I mean, I know that there's specific brushes, but he uses just regular simple brushes that you can get from the craft store because sometimes those brushes can add up and burn a hole in your wallet. But as he does his stream, he goes and he explains his process, how he shades, how he makes things brighter, how he puts tones and definitions into things, and it's really helpful for anyone, even if you're not, painting models. It makes me laugh. I keep thinking of actual people. If you're not painting models, it still gives you an opportunity to learn just a little bit more about painting. I definitely need a course in that because my painting skills are that of a kindergartner. Sorry, I mean I passed, but that was kindergarten. This next clip is brought to us by 22-year-old Jun, aka TSM_violin. Today he streamed his usual talent while taking song requests. Check him out. exactly make out, you know, the video that he was playing in reference to. It was on the queue line that was requested. And if you also saw, he had a push-up counter. So for every song request that he had, he did 10 push-ups. Or at least I think he was counting for the push-ups and he was doing them at the end, because I didn't see him do any push-ups. So I don't know if he's actually going to do them. I really hope that he did. I might actually go back after this and check that out. Our final clip today on Twitch comes to us from Jaff, who gave us a little dose of cuteness that we didn't know we needed. Check it out.
Tweet it.
Now, guys, we all love cats. How could you not want to see that? How could you not want to see that? You never know when you need some dose of cuteness. You got the puppy cams, you got the cat cams. You know, online they do have live streams for puppies and kitties. Guys, it's not a joke. I think there's also bunnies and exotic animals as well. But this guy just streams and his cat's chill in the background. They're just having a good old time and want to hang out with the audience too. Don't forget, guys, you can watch us on your big screen to get the TV experience easily. Download the Be Terrific app on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, or Android TV. You can also watch us on the go, on mobile with the iOS and Android apps. Just go to the appropriate app store and download Be Terrific. We are live nightly at 9 p.m. Eastern with the Wide World of Games. Live eSports is coming soon too, as well as many other shows. You guys have been wonderful all night. Thank you so much for being freaking awesome. You are the reason we do what we do. No joke, no lie. Be sure to stay tuned after the Wide World of Games is over to see an exclusive E3 interview with Alex Very of the company Lucid Sound. They've got some killer headsets that you guys might fall in love with. Be sure to check them out. Guys, that's our show, so I must say goodbye to you, but it's gonna be okay because I'll get to see your terrific selves soon. Remember, I'm Katie McKinley, aka Gonna Shock Them, and this has been the Wide World of Games. Now, go play some. Go, go, go.
What's going on, everybody? I am John Donadio, a.k.a. Some Beardy to Love. Welcome to the Wide World of Games. I am here with the Grand Poobah himself, Alex Very.
Woo!
And we
like
are
it.
also here with Aaron Aronson, the Aronsons. No. This is Aaron and Alex, and we're here to have a little bit of fun. We're going to be talking about some Lucid Sound headsets.
The difference that sound makes to the game is the difference between winning and losing.
Right.
And Lucid Sound is engineered to win. I mean, it really is. To be able to hear your teammates approach you, to be able to accurately pinpoint where fire is coming from, where your teammates are.
Absolutely.
You've got to have a great headset to win. And the difference now between good and bad, the gulf is absolutely tremendous, and it's never been wider, and that's why Lucid Sound are simply making the finest headsets available today so that it gives you the winning edge.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about the tech. What makes it so great?
One of the key feedbacks we had was our former design had a round ear cup, and we decided that, you know, a lot of people had told us, and we found that, you know, we really needed to go oval on the ear cup. But we have our iconic design, which is a round outward appearance. So we spent a lot of time designing the ear cup so we could add the oval design without adding bulk or changing the round.
Yeah, that's good. How does it work with, like, you know, geeks like me with the glasses?
With glasses. So we've added a section of foam that's extra soft here, so where it touches the frames of your glasses, because when I game at night, I game with glasses because contacts dry out.
Right.
And yeah, so it reduces the pressure placed
Excellent.
on your glasses.
That's all I need to hear. I'm sold.
So this is the LS25.
Okay.
So this is our pro gaming esports headset. Lucid Sound never rest on their laurels. They've gone back, they've taken all of the headsets, and they have made every aspect of the headset better. So the drivers, this is the brand new LS25. The drivers, better material. The ear cups now fully removable. They've got the oval print inside, as you can see. We're using brand new materials. So we've got a soft gel.
It's memory foam with a gel coating on the top to help draw heat away from your head.
So if you're playing in a tournament, it actually draws moisture.
That's cool.
And you put on the headset, you can actually feel it cools.
We have our iconic volume control wheel on the left side where you can adjust your volume, but we also made it so that it's easier to mute. Previously, you'd turn this to mute it. Now you simply press the button in the middle to mute your microphone.
Fantastic.
Very simple wired setup. So
there's nothing worse than somebody talking to you while you're gaming and then trying to rip it off and getting caught and everything and just pop. That's easy.
The 30 gains all of the features that I talked about in 25 in terms of new speakers, earpad system, flexible head rail.
Right.
Additionally, we've upgraded it on the base station side. So the dongle previously plugged straight in like a USB flash drive, and now we've added an extension to it. So on gaming systems like the PS4 Pro, where the USB ports are very close together, you can move it out of the way and you're not blocking another port.
That's good. Tell us about the 41.
Yeah, so the 41, in addition to getting all the improvements that we've seen on the rest of the line, we've added the gel cool ear pads with the dual material. So you have the cloth where it contacts your head, so you're comfortable there, but you keep the synthetic leather here, so you keep the acoustic profile proper. Another thing that we've done is we've increased the battery life on this model. It's now 20 hours.
Wow.
And actually over 20 hours.
That's great.
And this one also features, and as it did before, it features the DTS Headphone X 7.1 surround sound.
Let's talk a little bit about the 35X. This is an officially licensed Xbox product. It's going to work on your Xbox One or your Xbox One X. It's licensed by Microsoft, and Aaron is going to tell you why, if you're an Xbox owner, you don't want this
sold.
headset.
I'm already sold. Let's go. What do we got?
So this headset uses the wireless system that from Microsoft. They call it Xbox Wireless, and that's a special module that we buy and as a licensee, and it's the same module that you find in the wireless controller. So it allows you to hook this to your Xbox with. There's no dongle. There's no wire. 100% wire free. You simply press the pairing button on the headset, you press the pairing button on your console just like you would with a controller, and you're connected. It auto-configures.
That's fantastic.
It can deliver information to the console. For example, when you press your guide button, it'll bring up your headset battery status. It'll give you pop-ups, the little toaster pop-ups that'll say your battery's getting low and critically low, and you can go in and assign it to other
Does it work with
users.
like Cortana on there and everything?
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
awesome.
We have the camo edition.
Yeah, so this is a special edition that we do for the military. We're based in San Diego. It's a military town, and we distribute to the military exchanges around the world. And we already had one in market. It was a desert camo version,
Okay.
and now we're doing the blue camo version, like the Navy. And so you can see where it's a digital camo with the
Guys, get
American
close up
flag
with that?
etched
That's
in
really
the
cool.
inner side. It's the 31, the 35X. The 25 you'll see in market in September.
That's the Lucid Sound range. The 25, the eSports Pro Gaming headset. We have the all-new LS31 with the upgraded head rail, the upgraded drivers, the removable ear cups, new color schemes, better build quality, fully wireless it is wireless.
Yes.
So it's wireless with a dongle for Xbox, PlayStation. Then we have the 41, which is pretty much the same product but upgraded ear cups.
That's
We've
got
got
the
the new
cooling,
gel cooling on there.
right.
Yeah, and that's DTS Headphone X, so 7.1 surround sound. And then the brand new, all new LX35, and that's the officially licensed Microsoft product. That's going to start shipping from around September, right?
Correct.
There you go.
Excellent.